Hi Rehan, how are you?
I'm audible.
Yes,
Yes, I'm fine, Alhamdulillah. How about you?
yes, I am good, and thank you for asking. So Rehan, this session is being recorded. You have any issue with this?
No, sir, I don't have any issue.
Okay, nice. Rehan, I am Mubin, and I have almost 5 plus years of experience in SQA, and I am working in some technologies as a senior SQ engineer. This is it was my interview, and now moving forward on you. Please introduce yourself.
Assalamu alaikum, Mubin. First of all, thank you so much for inviting me for the interview. And I am a fresh graduate from Barry University Lahore campus, and I have done BScs, actually Bachelor in Computer Science, and my FYP was a table management system. Basically, it
Okay.
was a hub of restaurants that were managing tables online, and
Okay.
that's all.
Rehan, why you choose SQL field and why
Because
not the
I
software development?
because I want to excel in the software quality assurance field because I think I have the tactics and God-gifted ability to judge the bugs and to find out the defects in the software. Uh, I, so that's why I want to pursue this in automation also. That has a double flavor of development and the QA.
Awesome. Nice, Rehan. And let's move further on the technical interview. Have you any idea about SDLC?
Yes, I have.
SDLC.
Yes, it is a software development life cycle, and it has several phases. First is requirement analysis, design implementation, coding, testing, and deployment.
Okay. Rehan, if we talk about as a SQ engineer, what will be the responsibilities of a QA in our software house?
The QA plays a very important role in the software house because he has to test the entire product, and it is actually dependent on the QA because he's liable on the defects and errors that were caught by the client. So to avoid that situation, to follow the quality assurance processes, we hire uh, QA for basically doing the quality control checks on the product. So it is a very
Mm,
crucial role.
yes, it makes sense. Rehan, have you any idea about bug life cycle?
Yes, I do have an idea of bug life cycle. Basically, there are several stages of a bug. First of all, the bug which is in new state, it is opened and then it is assigned to the developer.
Okay.
And when the developer see the bug and if it is a genuine bug, then it change the status. Then he change the status to in progress. And if the bug is not genuine, it can be this its states can be changed to deferred or rejected. But if the bug is a genuine bug, the developer will make it in progress, and after the fixation of the bug, he will mark the status ready for QA. And when the QA tests the bug, he changed the status in progress with QA, and it can be say retesting. And when the retesting is done, he changed the state to done or fixed. If it is not fixed, it will run the entire cycle again from assigning then to retesting.
Yes, Rehan, you explained very well. Rehan, have you any idea about what is the difference between sanity and smoke?
Yes, I have an idea. Sanity is basically The initial level testing, it is done on the initial build when the build is not stable. We uh, I think I said wrong. Smoke
No,
testing
no,
is
no issues.
basically done on the initial builds, and when the build is stable, we done sanity testing. The smoke testing tells us that the build is stable enough to make a sanity test on that. We basically we can say that a build have to pass the smoke test to go to the sanity test.
Nice. Rehan, basically we are testing smoke. We are applying a smoke test to test that this build is testable or not.
Can you repeat the question?
Yes. I say when we will perform smoke testing on when we receive a build from a developer. We will check in the smoke testing that this build is testable or not. I am doing smoke testing basically. So let's jump on the next question. Uh, how to write test cases and why we write test cases? Can you please explain?
Test cases are the basically the steps that can validate that it is that the software is meeting our expected and actual conditions. And in test cases, we basically are verifying the functionality with the expected and actual result. And test cases have several components, which has test summary, test ID, test case steps, and actual result and expected result, and its status, which whether it is pass or fail.
Okay, nice. So what will be the attributes of the test cases?
The attributes of test cases contain the test case ID, the test case steps, or we can say the test case summary. And after that, we say the steps to reproduce uh, of test cases, like
Nice.
go to the
Uh, s-
website. Then we have actual result, expected result, and the status pass or fail.
Rehan, can you hear a term QA QC?
Yes, I yes
Can you explain,
yes.
please?
QA is basically processes to prevent a bug, and QC is basically uh, are the steps for the quality control. Basically, we are preventing bugs in QA, and we are detecting bugs in QC. QA are the basically steps that need to be followed to avoid bugs, which is followed by the QC. To QC follow the QA steps to prevent bugs.
Hmm, makes sense.
QC is basically quality control.
Rehan, how many levels of testing?
There are basically two levels, I think, functional and non-functional testing.
No,
Are you talking about
basically,
that?
we have four levels of testing. First one is unit testing, and then integration testing, then system testing, and then fourth level will be
I think
user acceptance testing.
these are the types of functional testing. These are the
No,
types of functional testing.
if you read again on the internet, then you can create these things.
Okay.
Uh,
Uh,
so uh, how
right.
many how many we have techniques of writing test cases?
Mm, techniques. How many techniques? Uh, are you talking about the regression for sanity test cases?
No, I am talking about how many techniques we can use in write when we are writing test cases. We have, I think, 4 to 5 techniques. I think. Boundary value analysis, equivalence partitioning, and decision
Okay.
table and transition.
Testing. Yes, equivalence partition, boundary value analysis, and traceability matrix, and decision
Yes.
table, and graph.
What is boundary value analysis?
Boundary value analysis is basically we test the field with the certain boundaries. It is its higher limit and lower limit uh, on the exact limits. For example, if we are testing a text box which accepts only value from 1 to 10, then we will we do boundary value analysis according. We check with 1 and 10, 0 with 11 and 9, which only check the boundary values.
Awesome. Rehan, what is API?
API is basically a protocol that is used for the communication between several machines, and it is used to transfer the data between server or between different servers or machines.
Basically, it is the medium of communicating from backend to front end. You can say
Yes.
simply. So, how many pillars of
Uh, Pillar of OOPs contain the inheritance, abstraction, polymorphism, and mm, fourth one is inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation.
encapsulation? Nice, Rehan. And have you heard about deferred state?
Yes, deferred state is used in a bug life cycle. Deferred state will tell us that that bug is ignored or can be tested in another sprint. We cannot tackle it in the current sprint because it is not covered in the current sprint scope. So we can defer it.
Rehan, what is test plan and what will be the test strategy? Please, can you explain, please?
Yes, yes, sure. A test plan is defined at the project level, and strategy is defined at the organization level. Whereas the test plan can be changed and the strategy cannot be changed. Test plan is created by the project manager, and the test strategy is created by the test.
Nice, good. Rehan, what attributes will we follow in test plan? How we can write test plan, and when we can write test plan for a project?
Test plan is written on the start of the testing of the project, and test
Yes.
plan include the resources, the detail of resources, and how what tools we are going to use in that test, and how much resources we are going to utilize, and I think what will be the scope of the test, and I think that's it. Then we write in test plan.
Rehan, have you heard about bug leakage?
Yes, if the bug is not detected by the tester, which result the end product in failure, that can be say that it is a bug leakage.
And what will be the bug release?
Uh, Bug release is basically a known bug is not tackled by the developer or the QA, and it is going to the production. The QA know that there is a bug, and the developers also know that there is a bug, and they release them into the production. That bug is known as the bug release.
Okay, and what is the regression testing?
Yes, regression testing is basically to test the ripple effect of current application. That if we deploy our application, we have to test that our deployment hasn't affect our existing application. It is basically testing that our existing functionalities are working fine after deploying the new code in the application.
Rehan, have you heard about cross-browser testing?
Yes, cross-browser testing is basically it is basically can we say we done in system testing. We use different browsers like Chrome, Firefox, Microsoft Edge, or Opera to test our application scalability, like it is working fine on all our browsers.
And what will be the exploratory testing?
Exploratory testing is basically we have to test we have to explore the application by testing randomly. It is it can be said that it is a monkey testing, or we have to test each and every input and output. So we are basically exploring the application.
Nice. So, Rehan, have you heard about ad hoc testing?
Yes, in ad hoc testing, there is no documentation given, and we have to test it without documentation. We have to just, it is also said that it is a error guessing testing.
Nice. So, Rehan, have you log any bug in your have you practiced that how to log a bug and the and how to assign that bug to developer?
I have seen that thing on Jira, that we have to create a bug with a title, with a description, and there is a field there to assign to. In assign to field, we are basically assigning it to developer with the priority high, low, medium. That priority is set, and we can also add labels. We can also attach media, and after that we create a bug.
Okay, nice. So, Rehan, what will be the priority and severity?
Priority is basically priority tells that how early to resolve a bug. Severity is basically tells the impact of that bug on the application, or how major it will impact our application.
So, can you give me an example of low severity and low priority?
Low severity and low priority is basically mismatch of a font on the application, which is a low priority, and low severity because it is not impacting any major functionality.
Okay, nice. Have you heard about bug release?
Yes, I have told you that thing before. Bug release. Yes.
Okay. So if we move further on, what is load and stress testing? What is the difference between stress and load?
In load testing, we are simply applying a load of users. If for example, if an application, if an application built on the 1 to 100 users, and we apply the load of 100 users on that application to see that its behavior, it is going down, where its progress is going down, or performance is getting low. Whereas in stress testing, we are basically applying more load from its current capacity, and we applying 100 plus load on the stress testing to see that where our application will be going to crash.
Nice. So it will be the last question from my side. Uh, mm, Please explain the test cases of login page, possible
Uh,
test cases.
yes, I will tell you high level test cases. First of all, we will check it with the valid credentials, and then we will test it with invalid credentials, and then we will see that the login button is clickable or not, it is visible or not, and I'm not telling you that we have to connect with the internet, we have to browse the website. I am just going to the point
Yes,
that after verifying all the fields, the user should be logged in to the dashboard page.
awesome. So Rehan, have you used any tool for the test case writing or
No, I haven't done anything uh, hands-on. I don't have any hands-on experience because I'm fresh.
okay? Rehan, that's it from my side. If you have any question, then please go ahead.
Sir, can you tell me about your company?
Yes, basically, I am working in NISM. NISM is a project and product-based company. They are hiring freshers and experienced resources, and I would suggest you to apply here as well as and other companies in Pakistan like Tenpals, Confiz, Arbisoft, Venture Dive, Contour, Folly 3. These are some good known companies in Pakistan. You should apply there, and DevSync as well. So you can grow you can grow in your career best.
Is Nisam is working on automation also?
Yes, we have multiple resources on the automation and manual sources as well.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Rehan, for your time.
Welcome.
Take care. Take care.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.